So today's video has been very kindly sponsored by NHS Professionals. The NHSP is the largest NHS flexible staff bank. I'll explain more about what they do later on in the video. So today is the day. Today is the day we've all been waiting for. Today is judgment. I can't do that. No. Good morning. Welcome to today's vlog. Today is the day. Today we're going to be doing some power testing on the indoor trainer, more specifically critical power profiling. This gives us an idea as to where I'm at in terms of like my general fitness for this time of the year. So I'm going to be doing a 30-second max effort, a 3-minute max effort, a 6-minute max effort, and finally a 12-minute max effort, all within the same 1 hour 30 session on the indoor trainer. I'm gonna level with you guys. I absolutely hate this stuff. I don't look forward to doing power testing at all. Mainly because it hurts, but I think I just generally find it quite hard to push myself to the limit on, especially on the indoor trainer. Like, I would much rather do this stuff in a real life scenario. For example, like take my best 12-minute power in a race, but it's not the best or most scientific way to do this thing. So we're gonna do it on the indoor trainer as I have been told and as I've been set. All right, what I'm gonna do before I get in my kit, jump on the turbo and do the session, I'm gonna write, just for a little bit of fun, just to try and make this a little bit more lighthearted, I'm gonna write down on a piece of paper what I think I'm gonna do for each of the efforts. So I'm just gonna put down 30 seconds, 3 minutes, 6 minutes, and then finally 12 minutes. Probably pretty ambitious, to be honest, but here we go. The predictions are in here. I'm gonna stop procrastinating now, put some kit on, and jump into the session. All right, here we go. Clipping in, getting started. I'm gonna do about 20 minutes to warm up before I get into any of the efforts. In total, the session's gonna be 1 hour 30. Between each of the efforts, I'm gonna have about 10 minutes of riding, maybe a little bit more, depending on how I feel. Let the pain commence. So that's the first effort done, 30 seconds. Yeah, it's tough. It's very tough. Got about 10 minutes now spinning. The next test is gonna be 3 minutes, and I'm trying to, for all of these efforts, to stay in the saddle the whole time. I did just get out of the saddle a little bit in that first sprint, but I think for the most part, I was in the saddle, which is what we're trying to achieve here. I'll be honest, I don't feel well today. Completed the 3-minute effort about 10 minutes ago. I genuinely thought I was gonna throw up after that one. So yeah, I just had to have a bit of a sit down and put my legs up, but I've come around a bit. I'm gonna get back on the trainer. Got a few more minutes to cool down between efforts, and then we're gonna jump into the 6-minute one. Just over halfway to go now. 2 more efforts to do. Let's get it, let's go. Quick change of plan. Instead of doing the final effort, the 12-minute effort on the trainer, I'm gonna head outside. I've got a ride to do this afternoon, 2 hours out on the road. I'm gonna do the 12-minute effort on a straight, flat piece of road outside. I'm just finding it hard to push myself for a long duration on the indoor trainer. Some days I can do it, some days I can't, and today I physically can't push myself. So I'm gonna go outside and we'll get the final effort done out there. But quickly, I'll go through the data so far. Everyone loves to hear about data. So for the first effort, which was 30 seconds, I averaged 913 watts. My best is around 960, so we're a little bit down on that. Then for the 3 minutes, I did 472 watts. Again, my best is about 500, so a little bit down on that as well. And then finally, the 6 minute effort, we averaged 407 watts. I don't actually know what my previous best 6 minute effort was, but I'm assuming if we were following the trend, it would probably be a little bit more than that. But for context, I weigh 72 kilograms. It is lunchtime, so I'm gonna get some food down me now, head outside on the bike for 2 hours and complete the final 12 minute effort. And then once I've done that, I'll get the piece of paper where I wrote down my predictions. I tell you what, it's windy today, but the blue sky is out, so it ain't all too bad. Gonna ride for about half an hour, warm up, head to a nice flat open piece of road, and then we'll do the 12-minute effort. Beautiful, look at that. So cycling on the road, no matter how many precautions you take, is dangerous. In 2020, there was nearly 12,000 reported injuries whilst riding a bicycle. So when the NHSP got in contact about a partnership, it was a quick, straightforward, and resounding yes. The NHS staff are amazing, and having such a fantastic national health service really is one of the privileges of living in the UK. Thankfully, so far in my life, I've only needed their service a handful of times. Most notably was about 10 years ago when I fell off my bike and I tore 2 out of the 3 ligaments in my ankle. I was in and out of hospital receiving treatment for months. Whether you're medical or non-clinical, you can sign up to the NHSP and have the ability to increase your salary and earn more money by taking on extra shifts. You are also helping the NHS and its patients in a severe time of need. NHSP specialise in flexible working. That means you decide where you work, when you work, and how often you work, in line with your current qualifications and training. It's your choice and you're in control. They have opportunities available for everyone. NHSP want to say thanks and show support to their members through their new initiatives after what has been a challenging 18 months. Just one of the new initiatives NHSP are doing is giving you the opportunity to expand your career path and enhance the professional development available to bank members. Competitive pay rates, first choice of shifts, and the ability to build annual leave allowance for every shift you work is just some of the reasons as to why you should sign up. So if you are a medical or non-clinical professional, click the link in the description, find out how you can start increasing your salary and becoming part of a new community today. Well, that was mildly unpleasant, I'm not gonna lie. I don't actually know what the average power ended up being. I will take a look at that when we get home. I've got about another hour and a bit of riding, so I'm just gonna stick to the moss roads of West Lancashire, the windy moss roads of West Lancashire, which I like to call the northern Belgium. But it's not a bad afternoon, it's nice and quiet in here. Look at all those chickens! Smooth. Alright, so I'm back home now. Obviously, I've just got the data loaded up on my computer. I'm probably going to overlay it on the screen to make this as easy to see visually as possible. But for that 12-minute effort in the 2-hour ride this afternoon, we averaged 388 watts. Now, I don't know how that compares to my all-time best 12-minute power, but I've got a chart here, and in the last 365 days, it is about 5 watts below what I have done. So I think I'm a little bit under in all 4 of the tests to where I would normally be at this time of the year, but given the last few months, I was actually pleasantly surprised with those results. I'm definitely not at the point that I need to be to start the season, but I don't think I'm too far away, which I guess is a positive thing to take from this. Now I know there's going to be coaches watching this video right now and they might be thinking to themselves, you didn't follow the protocol of the session, you did half the session inside and half the session outside. And I know, I know. I've already had the coach on the phone telling me off. For this to have been completely accurate, I should have just completed the entire testing session indoors with the correct allotted time between the efforts, but instead I obviously did the final effort outside. So I guess if we kind of take that into account, maybe, you know, I had an hour or so rest between the 6-minute effort and when I went and finally did the 12-minute effort. So, you know, had I done that session all in one go, the 12-minute effort power number would probably be slightly less. But it gives us a ballpark figure. I didn't feel great today, and I think if I wasn't filming the video, I would probably have canned the session early doors and just kind of reattempted this next week. But for the purpose of the video, I wanted to get the efforts done in some way, shape or form. I hope that makes sense. But let's go downstairs, get the piece of paper, and let's see how close I was to my predictions earlier on this morning. This is what I put down for the 30-second effort, 950 watts. For the 3 minutes, I guessed that we did 500. For the 6-minute, I actually was better than 400 watts. And yeah, for the 12-minute effort, I assume if I'd have done the session all on the indoor trainer, it probably would have been around 380 watts. And I hope that provides a little bit of an insight as to like the sort of numbers that I am doing. I'm not breaking any records today. I'm not the fittest I've ever been. And I'm sure there's people watching this video which might be thinking to themselves, I can do 950 watts for 30 seconds. I'm better than Cam. You probably are. So yeah, I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm not trying to keep anything a secret. I'll be as open and as honest as I can with you guys. That's what I did today, and that's that. So if you are a medical or non-clinical professional, click the link in the description and find out how you can increase your salary today.
Yeah, I get my bop on. If she needs some good, tell her she got hop on. She know I'm the top dog. I know she a hot one, but Lindsay's on the feet, and you know I got the socks on. Yeah, I get my